All right, we're back for another YouTube video. This is a review video of high value English lesson 5. Whoops, everything just disappeared. Okay, lesson 5. Yeah, lesson 5. Review. So these are the answers to some exercises that I have written for my local students. And if you don't have the document or the text, then that's okay. I will type out the exercises anyway, so you can just see it all here. So this lesson 5 is pretty important. These are the auxiliary verbs, really part 1. And this is a pretty well understood topic by my students in Japan. It's usually a pretty beginner lesson or early lesson. Words like can, must, should, and have to, because this is a pretty early lesson. And this can get, the detail I go into can get pretty tricky, so I won't explain everything. For example, the past tense, the future tense, the negative version of all of these. So I do recommend checking the actual lesson video, which is in the description here. All right. One little brief review, I'll just explain them basically. Can means something is possible, right? So something is it's possible to do. I think most people understand that. Must and have to. Now, usually a textbook will say this is kind of a command, right? From someone who's more powerful than you, or there's a powerful character, then there's a weaker character, like a teacher to a student, a parent to a child, or police to a citizen. I would actually disagree with that. I wouldn't say it's not only that. I would say it's no other option. So there's only this one option. So, for example, I can't go to the movies because I must study for a test. Now, because you're saying I must, so you're kind of commanding yourself. I don't really think so. I'm just saying it says that this is the only option. Study for the test is the only option I have, even if it's from me, but it's not really a command. And then after that is the word should. And usually this is described as the recommendation or good advice. You spell that wrong? There you go. And I agree with these, but I would add one more. I would say this is the best option. The best option or best idea. And so I think that maybe this is a better way, right? If, for example, you have a sentence, someone says, "Oh, where is Steve?" And the answer is, "Oh, I saw him, I saw him 5 minutes ago, so he should be here. So I saw the person, I saw him 5 minutes ago, he should be here." That means my best guess, my best idea is he's here. So it's not really recommending, it's not giving good advice. It's just the speaker saying, my best idea, here. He's here. I can't say 100% yes, but that's my best idea. Okay, so those are two kind of lesson points I often give to my students because usually these are missing from their textbook lesson. So often I add those in. So, but anyway, if you want the full lesson, go to the other video. This is the review. So let's get into the questions. So let's see. We got number 1. Let's see. So this one says that's the example. Here we go. You, blah, 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 play outside after you do your homework. Okay. All right. So let's see. What would make sense here? You blah blah play outside after you do your homework. This one is honestly, all of them can work, can be grammatically correct, right? You must play outside after you do your homework. You could say that. That means it could mean, well, inside is not an option, outside only. You should play outside after your homework. You could say, well, it's a good idea. It's a nice day, or you should have fun. But probably you have to play again. So your only option is play outside. But the most natural, the most reasonable is you can play outside after you do your homework, right? So that means before homework, impossible. After homework, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, you can. You don't have to. It's possible. So that's number one. Number two, when you go camping, you blah 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 leave any of your trash behind. Okay, so going camping, something that, leaving your trash. Let's see. So 2 spaces here. You might think, well, what about you have to leave your trash behind? Well, that make grammatical sense, but that would be strange. Usually you take your trash home, or you don't leave it there. So it's not have to. I'm gonna say when you something not. So we're in the negative version here. Okay, so you could say you cannot leave your trash behind. So that means it's impossible. But what it really means is it's against the rule, right? You can't. That's one way we communicate. You can't do that. That's against the rule. You could say you should not leave any of your trash behind, right? That's a good idea. That not leave your trash. That's a good idea. That's a best idea. Good advice. So that works. Or you could say you must not leave. Okay, you must not leave. So not leave your trash, you could say, that's the only option. Okay, or in other words, you must take your trash home. Okay, so yeah, one of those ones, must, can, or should. Really, it depends on your message, but all of them are correct. What would I say? You shouldn't leave. You must not leave. I would say should not leave. Right? You cannot leave. Maybe cannot leave. You can't leave your trash behind. Yeah, I guess. Right? Can't is impossible. Means, yeah, we say against the rule. You can't leave your trash behind. Maybe I would say that one. It's against the rule. Okay, but really all of them are fine. Number 3. Tomorrow is no good for me because I blah blah spend time with my grandparents. Okay, so tomorrow's no good because I blah blah spend time with my, so yeah, visit the grandparents. So the best answer, if you said I can spend time tomorrow's, I can't. No, that doesn't, I don't even know what that means. That's not that. I should spend time. That works. You're saying, again, you could say I'm giving advice to myself. Oh, I should spend time, but it works better with, it's a best idea. Tomorrow's best idea. Spend time with grandparents. Or must spend time. Yeah, grandparents only. Other options, no. And same thing here. I have to tomorrow no good for me because I have to spend time. So this option only. Other things, well, whatever it is, tomorrow, whatever the other person wants, nope, that's a non-option. I have to, I must, or I should. You could say all of those work. Can doesn't really work. Okay. Number 4. My kids, blah, blah, swim, blah, blah. I signed them up for lessons at the local pool this summer. So now I'm getting a little bit more tricky here. So 2 spaces. My blah, blah. Oh, no, my kids, blah, blah, swim. Blah, blah. There's a hint there, a comma here. And then, so my kids, subject here, I, subject here, and another verb. So I'm going to say something here, swims, and the sounds like the result, we'll say so. So what did I do? I signed them up for lessons at the local pool. So lessons, swim, lessons. So probably if the result is lessons, probably the word here is my kids can't swim. Right? So if swimming is impossible, right now, you have to teach them. They must learn. So the result, what do? Sign up for lessons. Right. Okay. Let's see. Another one. You blah blah improve your English if you write original sentences every day. Blah blah blah. You blah blah blah. Do it every day. 3 spaces, so even more tricky. Let's see. Blah blah blah. If you write every day. So let's just do this first part. You let's see. You must improve English if what does that mean? So if you write sentences every day, you must improve. That sounds strange because improve is not the only option. It sounds strange. I'm going to say you can improve. That works. Okay, so if you improve if you write sentences every day, it's possible. It is possible to improve. The other one you could say is you should improve. And again, this is not saying advice. It is advice. But again, it more sounds like my best idea. You should improve. You should improve if you write sentences. So it's true. This is advice about English, but the should improve is just saying, I think so. I strongly believe you will improve your English if you write every day. So strongly believe, yeah, that's my best sense. So that means my best idea. My best you should improve. Okay. So those go there. If you every day, there's a comma here, so there's going to be a connector. Blah blah, you blah blah. Do it every day. So I know here. So this sounds like you must do it. You must do it, which means write sentences. So do is this verb write. It is the object sentences. You must do it every day. So, and we're going to say have to, same meaning. You must do it. You have to do it every day. And here, you should improve, and you must do it every day. And? That's a little, feels strange. This works. So, here's a good idea. You should improve your English every day if you write sentences. What do? So you must do it every day. But I think the best, what I would say is but. Okay, so this is sounds good. Oh, I want to improve my English. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Not the bad part, but the tough part is you must do it every day. So yeah, the most natural is going to be this right here, but. Okay. And let's see. Okay, well that's the other two exercises are just kind of original answers. Should I do that? Should I do that here? I'll do it. Question is, what can you do less and less as you get older? Okay, so an example might be, like, as I get older, I can't, climb stairs as fast as I used to when I was younger. So I should train outside or join a gym. Okay, that's pretty common. So connector here, and here's the best idea. My best idea. I should train. As I get older, I can't climb stairs as fast as I used to. As I used to, which means a prior life stage. When I was younger, that life stage. So the result is I should train. Number 2. What do you have to do tomorrow? Let's see. Tomorrow is my day off, and I want to just watch TV all day, but I have to what? I have to go shopping, go food shopping. So I shouldn't do that, we'll say. So two auxiliaries here. I have to go, and I shouldn't do that. Should my not my best idea. Shouldn't do that. Do is what? Watch, and that is TV. Okay, so there we go, examples there. And we finished pretty quickly. So this is a good, I think, yeah, this is a good example of the higher value, because this topic of can, should, must, have to is, I would say 90% of my students, I know this, no problem. But just as I said today, the should and must and have to there's other versions you should become familiar with. And also in the other video, I go into more depth about the past tense, which gets pretty confusing, but native people use them all the time. Okay, so we'll finish there. Leave your comments and original sentences below, and I'll try to check them there, and we'll see you in the next video.